Hi, everybody. My name's Jason.
I'm Caden. I'm Jaden.
I'm Eli.
And we are the Yahuwah and the Torah channel, and we thank you guys very much for being a part of our little round table as we read the scriptures and as we dissect them and try to figure them out for as much as we possibly can. And today we are in the book of Isaiah. And before we get into the book of Isaiah, gents, how's everybody?
Good.
Are we live?
Yep.
How's the hacking? Did you guys hack last night?
I don't think so.
I did a little bit.
A little bit? You still kind of got it? Yeah, so working through this stuff, but I think everybody's good to roll. It is a dog bath day today, which is a kind of a bummer start of the day. It's a lot of work when you take 9 hounds and you dump them in 300 gallons of water. So that is our day, and we hope that you guys have a good day. We hope that you guys are not hanging out with the Sunday worshipers, those who are in a 501c3 building made by man that has a phallus of Nimrod on most of them, and it is not ordained by our Creator. We've never been told in Scriptures to go out and build churches. We're never told to go out and find some dude and pay him 10% cash and have him tell you what to believe and whatnot, right? The Creator has preserved before us the scriptures, and one of the very best English translations without a shadow of a doubt is the Yah Scriptures, what you're looking at before you. And this is a limited edition print. This is absolutely going to be, it will be out of stock at some point, and you guys will actually have until March 1st to grab the Yah Scriptures at the price they are, because our distributors have said, hey, congratulations, you've been here a year. We're going to jack the prices of your storage up. So we're going to be dropping these, we believe, up to $95. We're still trying to keep it as low as possible, but they are raising our rates, and so we are going to pop it up a little bit onto this side. So, guys, you'll have them until March 1st, and so these are absolutely a limited edition, and that was Jaden jumping up from his chair, making this huge loud sound across the floor. So, guys, Yah Scriptures, you can get it, YESHAYAHU.com. It's also free. There's a lot of very free versions of it. There's a Google app, which we're about to read. That is available in the not in the Play Store, but it's available at YESHAYAHU.com under downloads, as well as the eSword modules and the PDFs. And we are right now building our next version of this, which is a small paperback version, which is half the book. We have to take the Apocrypha out to get it to the same size that we're able to just basically mass deliver these things. And so it will be revision 2. So any of the fixes of any kind that we find in the revisions that we're in right now, that will all be corrected in this next paperback version. Probably going to be about $25 is my guess. I believe we'll be doing a pre-sale for that. For those who want to help us get these going and get orders in before we actually get them. So this is the back of the book, and we are right here, into the life and times of the people of Yisrael. Somebody give me a quick breakdown of from the days of Saul to the days of where we're at right here.
All right, so yeah, I guess I'll do it. All right, so we are the days of Saul. Saul was king. He was an alright king at first. Then he started breaking commandments and not obeying Yahuwah, who told him to do. And he got the reign stripped away from him. He died. King David took over. David did pretty good until he ended up basically killing another man and stealing his wife. And then he repented. Yahuwah forgave him. He had a child.
Do you remember the king between these two? That the one that anyone remember?
Yeah, it was his son, wasn't it? It was Ishbosheth. Or
He was kind of illegitimate, but he came.
it was like Ishbosheth.
Ishbosheth, yeah. So he actually reigned for 2 years. All right, continue.
Yeah, well, he got kicked out real quick.
Yeah.
And then it was Solomon. Solomon asked for wisdom, became the wisest of all the kings, became an evil sorcerer, lost the kingdom of Israel for his children. Rehoboam was a terrible person, and the king just getting worse and worse. They lost the reign, it split into two different countries. And now they are basically just keep sinning. They keep getting worse sometimes, they'll be good, and then they'll be back 5 in a row, bad kings. And now we are in the days of Isaiah, where he's prophesying to the kings and telling them, hey, you guys are going to lose the reign, bad things happen. He's prophesied against a whole bunch of different nations, saying they're going to get destroyed. And he also prophesied about the Messiah that was going to be in the future for them.
Yeah, and so he's prophesying throughout, all sorts of places, not just Israel. It is all over the place. So here we are. Let's get into Isaiah 22. The message concerning the valley of Kizion. What troubles you now that you have all gone up to the housetops, you who are filled with turmoils, a noisy city, a city of revelry? Your slain are not slain with the sword, nor the dead in battle. All right, so what do you think it makes of that? You're slain. Hold on.
Just
kick that.
I was like,
You're slain or not. So the people that are died did not die by the sword or in battle.
it's a different one. That maybe like a pestilence or a plague or something.
Yeah, it could be. All your rulers have fled together. Without a bow, they were taken captive. All who are found in you are bound together who have fled from afar. This is, again, they got taken without, there was no fight, right? They just were taken captive without a bow. Interesting. Anyone?
Yeah, not much
Kater,
happened to them. There's people kind of just I don't know how you go into captivity without really putting up a fight. It's like, I guess people just walk around and you say, okay, I'm going to captivity now.
I'll tell you exactly how it is. First, you fluorinate the water, and then you give them little devices, and you have full enslavement. And you don't even have to take them battle. You don't even have to beat them up. And now the people are stuck in their phones. So that's how to do it. Okay, continue on. 4. Therefore I said, look away from me. Let me weep bitterly. Do not try to comfort me because of the ravaging of the daughter of my people. For it is a day of uproar and treading down and perplexity by the Adon-Yahu of hosts in the valley of Kizion, breaking down a wall and of crying to the mountain. And Eliam bore the quiver with chariots of men and horsemen, and Ker bared the shield. And it shall be in your choicest valley shall be filled with chariots, and the horsemen shall take up positions at the gate. That sounded weird. And it shall be that your choicest valleys shall be filled with chariots, and the horsemen shall be taking up positions at the gate. Okay, so all their good stuff is going to be taken over by people.
Yeah, they're going to lose everything.
Yeah.
And their valleys that are really nice. They're going to be filled with war.
Yeah. Reminds me of, for all the war that North America has ever done, California now looks like a complete war zone. Like nobody from the outside, well, I'm not going to say that because, a lot of this looks very much like it was orchestrated. And if you've ever looked at Agenda 21, it absolutely was. But it is very fascinating. This is how prophecies come to pass, right? Things just get destroyed right before our eyes. And I think we're seeing some crazy prophecies that are happening now in the States. Continuing on. Then he... Sorry, where was that, guys? It just took me to school. Okay. Then he removed the covering of Yehuda, and you looked in that day to the weapons of the house of the forest, and you saw the breaches of the city of David, that it was great, and you gathered together the waters of the lower pool, and you counted the houses of Jerusalem, and the houses you broke down to strengthen the wall, and you dug a ditch between the two walls for the water of the old pool, but you have not looked to its maker, nor have you seen him who fashioned it long ago. And in that day the Adon-Yahu of hosts called for weeping and for mourning, for baldness and for girding with sackcloth. Then see, joy and gladness, slaying oxen, killing sheep, eating meat and drinking wine. Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. Remember that? I've heard that before, right? Mm-hmm. Let's eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we shall die. So there he is. He's quoting scriptures. 14. And it was revealed in my hearing by Yahu of hosts, for this wickedness shall certainly not be pardoned until you die, said the Adon-Yahu of hosts. Thus said the Adon-Yahu of hosts, go, come to the steward, to Shevna, who is over the house, and say, what have you here? And whom have you here? That you have hewn a tomb here, as he who hews himself a tomb on high, cutting it out a resting place for himself in a rock. See, Yahuwah is hurling you away, O man, is firmly grasping you. Anyone get what this is saying here? 16?
I think it's like these people are like little balls, and he's like throw them away.
He's throwing the people away like balls?
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Anyone else? Eli?
I don't know.
Are you listening?
Yeah.
What are you thinking about this?
Confusion.
Is it good times or bad times?
It's definitely bad times. Definitely bad times.
Okay. All right. 17. See, Yahuwah is hurling you away, O man, and is firmly grasping you, rolling you up tightly like a ball into a wide land. There you are to die, and there your esteemed chariots are to be the shame of your master's house. Now, so I'm sure historians, I think if Josephus was sitting here with us, he could explain this, like, oh no, this is how it was, and it'll all make sense one of these days. Now, hopefully I'll get to see Josephus one day. I don't know. We shall see. 19. And I shall drive you from your office, and you shall be ousted from your position. And it shall be in that day that I shall call my servant Eliakim, son of Kilikyahu, and I shall put your robe on him, and strengthen him with your girdle, and give your authority into his hand. And he shall be a father to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and to the house of Yehudah. And I shall place the key of the house of David on his shoulder, and he shall open, and no one shuts, and shall shut, and no one opens. You know what this sounds like? Anyone?
The parable?
Well, it's not really a parable. It's a let's see. And in that day that I shall call my servant Eliakim, son of Kilikyahu, and I shall put your robe on him, strengthen him with the girdle, and give him authority into your hand, and he shall be a father to the inhabitants of Jerusalem and to the house of Yehudah. Okay, who's this sounding like?
Yehoshua.
And I shall place the key of the house of David on his shoulder, and he shall open, and no one shuts, and shall shut, and no one opens. And I shall fasten him like a peg in a steadfast place, and he shall become a throne of esteem to his father's house. Who's this talking about?
Yehoshua.
Yeah, this is definitely Yahushua right here. So I don't know how it got to all the way, but this is absolutely our Messiah right here. 24. And they shall hang on him all the weight of his father's house, the offspring and the offshoots, all vessels of small quantity, from the cups to all the jars. In that day, declares Yahuwah of hosts, the peg that is fastened in the steadfast place shall be removed and be cut down and fall, and the burden that was on it shall be cut off. For Yahuwah has spoken. I don't know. Did we get off on that? Was it not Messiah? I don't know. This is tough. This is really tough out there. If anyone out there who is like astute in this stuff and has any ideas, pop it in the comments. I will we'll review it. We'll put it on the video on the next time. And I just don't know. I don't know exactly what this is going about. Perhaps we should like study up on each chapter. But there's so much to Isaiah. I think it's better for us to read and try to figure it out later. Okay, so here we are, gentlemen. You guys have anything else?
This might have been John the Baptist.
You think John the Baptist?
Maybe.
Could be. But I mean, a lot of that stuff, could be Messiah, because Messiah came in his father's name. He had all of that stuff down there. He was killed towards the end, but it didn't prophesy. I don't know. It could be anything. All right, so some of you astute Bereans out there, let us know what you guys think. And I guess we will leave it at this. Much love to you all. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And we are out.
Hey, shalom.